is closing.
We're at the Advent Health Station here in Orlando, waiting for the next Sunrail train in about 10 minutes. On our way to San Diego. It is going to be a long day. A long day to go get some pizza. The nice thing about this train ticket was $2, and it's a free transfer to the bus. And we are going here to Sand Lake Road, and so there's 3 different bus routes that go from Sand Lake to the airport. The 11, the 42, and the 311. So there's basically a bus every 12 to 10 minutes maybe. So we just have to get any one of those. Yeah, for $2, not a bad ride. To Uber from my house would be around $30. Alright, we made it. All the buses arrive at the ground level of the airport, and if you're going in the opposite direction, if you're leaving the airport, you just follow the signs for ground transportation. It's pretty easy. Pro tip here. The airport will say that there's Terminal A and Terminal B, but they're not. It's actually the same building. There's just A side and B side. It's really only for checked bags and baggage claim, because once you get in here, like after you check the bag, there is no really A side or B side anymore. It's just gates 70 to 129 and then gates 1 to 69. And today we are gate 109. Let's find the pre-check lane and do this.
Please hold on to the handrails. When the gate link stops, please exit for gates 191.
Man, so far so good today. Got here with like 40 minutes to spare. I'm actually changing planes in Nashville, which is super rare for me to have to change planes to get anywhere from Orlando. But I originally booked this flight as a round trip to San Diego. Then my brother called me and said, oh, hey, I got tickets Thursday night to go see the Get Up Kids and Jawbreaker in Anaheim. So last minute, changed my flight to Long Beach. And Long Beach is kind of hard to fly to from the East Coast. I don't think it's possible at all, actually. So, yep, changed planes to Nashville to get there. But the flights to Long Beach were a lot cheaper than going to Santa Ana to John Wayne. I've only actually done this once before, and it was coming I was coming to the airport. I wasn't leaving from it. It is pretty well signed, though. I see another sign pointing to the bus stop up ahead. Okay, actually, this is not that bad. This was way closer than what I remember. It should be here in 10 minutes, but it's going to be like it's a 2-seat ride to get to Anaheim from here. It's going to take like an hour and 45 minutes, and I think I might have to walk a couple blocks to catch the other bus. Once I get on this first bus, it's about 20 minutes, so I'll have time to check. But I need to figure out the fare first.
Springfield at Clark Avenue, transfer to Route 112.
I don't know if I had time to mic up for this, but there's no shade at that bus stop. So I'm standing like 100 feet back away from the sidewalk just so I can be in the shade. It's actually a really nice park here. The transit app wasn't saying who the provider was, like who the service was, so I wasn't sure if it was Long Beach Transit or OC Transit or OC Bus or whatever. But I went ahead and bought a ticket for OC Bus anyway, while I was waiting for the first bus at the Long Beach airport. I went into Google to try to figure out which bus company it was, but then I saw that there's actually another bus coming in should be 4 minutes now. It's running a little bit late. I guess that's why the transit app didn't tell me. It told me that my bus was coming in a half hour because it thought that I was going to miss this one. OC Bus, the 50, is 5 minutes late, so it looks like I don't have to hang out here for 20 minutes. I'm going to catch this bus now-ish. But I'm going to stand here in the shade until I see it coming. It's hot in the sun, and also it's loud over there. So if this bus actually comes in the next minute or two, or at all, then this trip's not going to take me an hour and 45 minutes. It's going to take me like an hour and 15, which is really not that bad for how far it is. It's like 20-something miles. As soon as I walked out of the secure area at Long Beach Airport, I realized how thirsty I was, and it was too late to buy anything to drink. But I'm kind of glad I didn't, because it's not like I would be able to use a bathroom anywhere around here, or for the next hour. Thanks.
Doors open.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is the first show of our tour. Glad you're here. We're Jawbreaker from America. The little country that could.
Keep myself alive. Friday, if you my name. Friday, devil say. What's the score?
That's House of Blues right there in the background. And I am staying right there. Too easy.
I don't know if City Nerd has ever been here before, but if he has, he was losing his mind. We got McCormick and Schmick's, we got PF Chang's, we got California Pizza Kitchen, and right behind it, Cheesecake Factory. Taking the 50 bus, in fact the same bus as yesterday, to the Arctic, the Anaheim Regional Transportation Intermodal Center. There are a lot of buses here. Some of them appear to be Disney buses, but they're not. They're branded as ART. Pretty interesting. It's a pretty similar setup to what they have in Orlando. Just it's on city streets here instead of on the internal Disney busways. Made it to Arctic. We've got about 19 minutes before the train to San Juan Capistrano. I am freaking tired. If we're going on West Coast time, then I started my day yesterday at 3:30 a.m. and I powered through until about 10 last night. I left the show a little early. I was probably asleep by 10:30-ish. But then I woke up at 4:30 this morning, which would be 7:30 on the East Coast, which is a little bit later than I normally would wake up, but like I just woke up, I was wide awake, crazy, no chance of me going back to sleep. So the plan was that I was gonna stop at Truly Pizza in Dana Point on the way down, but some friends in town wanted to meet up for brunch in San Juan Capistrano, so that's what I'm doing, and we will get to Truly tomorrow. Maybe tonight we'll get to Tribute in San Diego. Right now, I need to find out how to buy a ticket for the train. Yeah, I hope I don't need to download another app for this train. Gonna see if I can buy a paper ticket or something. All right, let's go. If I'm not wrong, that is the hockey arena over there, which is pretty convenient. And the baseball stadium is also on the other side of I-5 over here, which we'll see in a minute. Let's go. And there's the baseball stadium where the Angels play. And then how the heck would you get over there? We are headed south towards San Diego, but not going all the way to San Diego on this trip. This is going to be about a 39-minute train ride. This is a really long platform. Holy cow. And I'm not even standing all the way at this end of it. Let's go see how long this thing actually is. 80, 100 meters down to that end. And then like 150 meters down, there's a gate down there, but then the platform just keeps going. It has to, it's crazy. Oh, okay, look at that, that's pretty cool. Pointing the way towards Angel Stadium, so you don't actually have to walk out in the direction of the train station of the Arctic. It looks like there's a special staircase down this way. Let's go check that out. Oh, super easy, dude. There's a staircase right here. There's the stadium. That's really close. It's like a 2 or 3 minute walk. It seems kind of a wasted opportunity right here. You could have so much stuff in between here and the stadium. Bars, restaurants, hotels. Yeah, you could do a lot right here. And not even lose that much parking either. Yeah, I've never been to the stadium and would like to go, and it's cool to know that it is so close to the station.
Alright, next stop, Santa Ana. Santa Ana is our next stop. Last call for Orange. Last call. Stand clear. Doors closed.
I am once again in a completely empty car. When this pulled up, I saw 5 cars. They're all double-deckers, so if there are people on this train, they're pretty spread out. But also, it's just after 9:30 a.m., and we're on an outbound train heading from downtown LA towards Oceanside. So I wouldn't expect that there would really be a lot of passengers, especially since we're already pretty far out. I boarded in Anaheim. So the conductor just came on to say that we were stopped here waiting for another train to pass, and an Amtrak train just went by. So I'm wondering if this goes into a single track section, and if so, weird. Also, that fence looks like it's new. I wonder if they are planning for a third track here, and or higher speeds. All right, we are here in San Juan Capistrano, and I was here once when I was like 15 or 16 years old, and I reckon I'm a jerk if I don't go check out the Mission. That's what it's all about. And I think that, oh, I see it. You can see the dome peeking up just over the roof of that restaurant in the foreground. All right, let's go check it out. Man, I know this is supposed to be a basilica and everything, but that's a really big church from the colonial era. Especially back in the Spanish era, hardly anyone lived here. It's kind of wild that they would have had that much money or parishioners to build a church that large. Wild. All right, let's go. Maybe it's not all original. Let's go check it out. Oh, okay. Makes a little bit more sense now. New Mission Church, alike in spirit. So it used to be a stone church, but it was destroyed by an earthquake in 1812. So, when was it rebuilt? Perhaps contrary to a lot of other urbanists, I do really appreciate historic preservation, but I don't like this sort of faux historic architecture, because over time, the fake historic architecture turns your town or your city from this historic living place to a pastiche. It's like a fake time capsule. And you can't even really, when everything looks the same, you can't even really appreciate what's old and what isn't. It's almost like it has the inverse effect of making things less worthy or desirous of preservation, because everything looks old even when it isn't. I mean, at least when it's done well. And a lot of stuff here is done well. Amtrak, but it's not this one. It's the.
If you have a later ticket, it's valid on this one.
Really?
Yeah. I do it all the time when I can't get the train ticket I want. I just get one for later and they count it. But if you miss your train and try to use it for a later train, they won't count it.
You're in the shot, Yuki.
Final call for Old Town Transit Center. Our next station stop, downtown San Diego, San Luis Depot. Final call, doors will be closing.
The 10 bus was a lot shorter ride than I thought it was going to be. It only took about 15 minutes to get from Old Town Station to 3rd Avenue. This is not my first time at Tribute Pizza in San Diego. In fact, one of my first couple of videos was from my trip to San Diego. I am not sure why this ranks 34 out of 50 in 2025. This is definitely ranked higher last year. If I'm just ranking it on the pizza, I would put it high 20s, probably right around 20, 21. And I'm not even sure, as a restaurant on the whole, why it's ranked 34. The rest of the menu is great. I mean, yeah, it's pizza heavy, but there's a lot of other good food on there. And the drinks program is also pretty good and not ridiculously priced, as you might expect. Yeah, in my own ranking system, I would give this a solid 4.5 out of 5. This is definitely, if you're in San Diego, if you're even near San Diego, this is worth your time. I'm Jim. I'll see you next time on the way.